After carrying this style for 3 solid months, it is finally takedown day. I was so happy that I was taking down this protective style for a lot of reasons, but one of them was the amount of new growth I got. Like, the new growth I got from this protective style was so insane. In fact, I can't wait to complete the takedown and do a length check. Although I would say the new growth is not that drastic compared to the new growth I usually get from my long-term protective styles, but I was still excited because it was a lot. So for this takedown, I'm going to be using some tools, accessories, and a conditioner. So the conditioner I'm going to be using is the Prophetic Mega Growth Daily Living Strengthener. This is what I usually use for my takedowns, and what this does is to add extra sleep during the detangling process and make the takedown easier. Another thing I'm going to be using is a wide tooth comb to detangle. I'm also going to be using my scrunchies to section and put my hair in place. For example, the sections I am not actively working on. I am also going to be using a satin scarf for the same purpose, that is to pack away the sections I am not actively working on. So if you have been following the journey of this protective style, you would know that one of the reasons I am so happy to take it out today is that this style was so heavy. Like, this is the heaviest protective style I have ever installed. In fact, I used 4 packs of extensions for this style. I have never done that throughout my entire hair growth journey. I have been on my hair growth journey for over a decade, and this is the first time that I am installing a protective style this heavy. And at a point I was not even thinking, is this really a protective style? Because it was so heavy to the point that I could not pack it up, because if I did, it would have been too heavy. It would have been tugging on my edges, on my hair, and I would have probably lost my hair to traction alopecia. So that is why I just had to leave it down. So while in this protective style, for about 95 to 98% of the time, the style was down, so I was always styling it down. The only time I style it up is when I'm taking a shower. Immediately I come out of the shower, I put it down. So this is kind of giving me mixed feelings and making me scared for this takedown, because I don't want to lose too much hair. Like I said, my hair was almost always down, so meaning it was exposed to friction, to the wind, to the sun, to the environment, to so many factors that can cause breakage. So that is making me scared and giving me mixed feelings. So even though I got a lot of new growth from this style, on the other hand, I also have to take into consideration the possible breakage, because these two factors combined is going to determine the length I retain. But guys, can you see my new growth? Like, if you didn't know, I am also currently on a relaxer stretch challenge, and we are over a year already into this challenge. So as I was taking down this style, I was just enjoying my new growth. Like, I was in awe of my coils. I loved my coils. Like, I was so fascinated by how they looked. Like, I have never been on a natural hair journey. I have always been a relaxed girly. So seeing my coils this long for the first time got me excited. So almost throughout the entire takedown, I was just admiring my new growth and my coils at one point or the other. Like, I'm pretty sure that you guys will be pissed by the amount of times that you would see me admiring my coils in this video. Anyways, for this takedown and for all my takedowns, the first thing I do after taking down the style or taking down the extensions is to gently pull apart at the point of the build-up. So at the root where the build-up is, where the tangles is, I usually start by gently separating and pulling apart the strands at this point. After this, I go on to finger detangle before I finally finish it up with a comb. Now, while doing this, I use my conditioner. This makes the detangling process so much easier. It makes getting rid of the build-up of the knots and the tangles, and it makes the whole detangling process easier. It also helps me minimize breakage and cuts down detangling time. So after that, I just put away that section and repeat the same thing for my entire head. So I just go on to do the same thing for every single twist on my head until I am done. So this is what I usually do for all my protective styles, whether be it mini braids, cornrows, twists, like whatever protective style I install. This is how I usually take them down, a section at a time. So I'm just going to do that now for all the sections, and I am going to speak to you guys later. Guys, this takedown took so long. Like for the first day I spent about 3 hours, while for the second day I spent about 5 hours. That is a total of 8 hours in taking down just one protective style. At this point I was so tired, my hands were killing me, my feet were killing me. I just couldn't wait to shower and jump on my bed. But yeah guys, one thing I noticed during the takedown was that my new growth has a lower porosity compared to my previously relaxed ends, which is not surprising considering the fact that my previously relaxed ends have been chemically processed, and this can actually affect the porosity of your hair. So whenever I apply a product like my moisturizer on my hair, the product would sit on my new growth longer before they become absorbed compared to my relaxed ends that just soak up the product like within seconds. But guys, did you see my coils like throughout the video? Like, I am so in love with my coils, and I was just fascinated throughout the entire takedown because I was like, is this how my natural coils look like? Like I said earlier, I have never been on a natural hair journey, so seeing my coils pop like this was just so fascinating to me. Anyway guys, can you see the amount of extensions that came out of my head? Like, no wonder the style was just too heavy. Like, I felt like a huge weight have been lifted off my shoulders. My head feels so light right now. It felt like I was in bondage. As for the amount of hair I lost, I would say it was not that bad. Even though it was a lot, but I don't think it was that bad like compared to what I was expecting. Like, before I started this takedown, I was expecting a huge chunk of my hair to come out, but this is the only thing I lost, so I am not mad about that. This takedown took so much products to detangle. Like, my conditioner is half now. Like, when I started the takedown, it was full, like it was a new cup, and guys, right now we are halfway through the cup. Like, this takedown took so much. Like, I can't imagine the amount of conditioner on my hair right now, but I am not bothered about that because I'm going to be washing it off soon anyways, so that is not a problem. And by the way guys, if you know that you have been struggling with your hair for months, like you have tried different products, different advice, different recipes, yet your hair still refuses to grow longer and it has been stuck at the same length for years, then I'd recommend you get the Ultimate Hair Growth Guide. This guide literally contains everything you need to transform your hair. It is literally a step-by-step guide that you can start implementing immediately. It includes a daily hair growth routine for you, so it takes away the confusion from you. What you have to do on each and every single day is there, so you don't have to struggle with what to do on a day-to-day basis, when to install your protective style, when to moisturize your hair, when to detangle your hair, when to wash your hair, when to massage your scalp. Like, everything is literally there in the guide, broken down on a step-to-step basis. That is not the only thing, it also has products for you. So if you have been confused about what products to use, a ton of products are there for you to choose from, including budget-friendly products. So if you know that you want to stop your hair breakage, you want to get your hair softer, you want to get your hair healthier and longer, then get the Ultimate Hair Growth Guide now. And sis, trust me, if you can be consistent with what is in this guide, you would not believe the amount of growth your hair will retain in the next 6 months. So yeah guys, that is it for this video. That is it for my takedown routine. I am so happy that this style is finally out of my head.